ਏਕ ਓਂਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਤਹਿ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਸਚ ਹੋਇ। Waheguru ji ki fateh, Vighan Vinashan soy. Welcome to another episode of Nanak Prakash Granth in English. In this episode we will be doing Utaraardh 2.14, Kashmir, Vali Kandhari, the Maseet of Kabul. The ones who have renounced Hangta, ego, and Mamta, possessiveness, stay the same in joy and sorrow. I bow to such saints and say the Katha. Shri Bala Sandurvach. Listen, Shri Guru Angad Dev Ji, to the Katha which makes the mind happy. Guru Nanak Dev Ji, the destroyer of pain for the poor, traveled to the high mountains. Sometimes the terrain was easy, and sometimes it was harsh. The land known as Kashmir, that is where the Jagdish went. Guruji came to a village on a mountain. The light of the Bedis sat in a nice place. Guruji spent 12 days there. Nobody came to see him, nor did Guruji call anyone. On the 13th day, a shepherd came. He saw us sitting down and was surprised. He spoke harsh words to us. Who are you, people sitting in the ruins? Are you thieves or murderers? Who are you looking to rob? Are you waiting for someone to be revealed? If you were true fakirs, then you would have gone to the village to beg for alms. You are wearing the robes of fakirs, but you are not fakirs in reality. Guruji heard this and gave a little smile. Guruji said, Why are you worried? You have left your sheep to graze. Go and take care of them. You have no compassion, nor do you wish to serve saints with love. You didn't think about this. On top of that, you spoke harsh words. You have no fear for the Parmeshwar. When the shepherd heard this, he went to see where his sheep were grazing. When he saw his sheep, they were all dead on the ground. He was surprised to see this. He was confused as to what had happened to his sheep. He thought to himself, What will I say to the owners of the sheep? They will tie up my whole family. Who will rescue me? The fool swayed in depression. He was really worried as he lost his patience. He thought to himself while thinking, I spoke harsh words to the saints. This is the result of such a bad deed. He thought about this and ran back to Guruji. He bowed his head to Guruji's feet. He stayed with his head down. He wouldn't get up. Guruji tried to raise him, but he didn't get up. Guruji said, What task of yours has spoiled? You came back to me in fear. The shepherd said, Listen, Santaji, you are omniscient. You know everything. You asked, so I will tell you. Something surprising happened. I am a shepherd. I left the sheep and came to you. When I spoke harsh words to you, my sheep all died. Forgive my mistakes. Have compassion on me. You are a sadhu who forgives. If I go home, the owners of the sheep will capture me. They will tie up my whole family. I won't have anywhere to go. I come to your shelter, O compassionate one. Firstly, my job is gone. Secondly, the owners of the sheep will swear at me. Guruji heard this and became compassionate. He laughed and said, Where your sheep have died, go back there. Say Waheguru from your mouth. Your dead sheep will awake. The shepherd was happy to hear this. He bowed and went back to where his sheep were. The shepherd said Waheguru and made all of his sheep alive again. The sheep grazed the grass again. Seeing this miracle, he was surprised. He left his sheep and came back to where the Sukhkand was sitting. He said, I won't leave from here now. I will earn the seva of your feet. Guruji told him to go back, but the shepherd stayed the night with Guruji. In the morning, the owners of the sheep came looking for the sheep in the jungle. Some men came close to Sadguruji. They saw the shepherd there too. They said, You fool, you are sitting here in joy. Where did you lose the sheep? Where did you hide them? Tell us, or you will be beaten. The shepherd spoke, Don't speak harshly here. I came to the saint yesterday and disrespected him. All of the sheep died because of my harsh words. I came back to him and requested him to forgive me. I bowed to his feet, which give joy. The saint told me to say Waheguru, to make the sheep alive again. I did what he said, and the sheep were alive again. This is the very form of Khuda. I couldn't leave him. I stopped tending to your sheep. You can go and find them in the jungle. Don't depend on me to tend your sheep. Take care of your sheep." The men were surprised to hear this. When they knew the truth, they all bowed to Guruji's feet. They all went to find their sheep. They found them and went back to their villages. The praise of Guruji spread in the area. Everyone came to bow to Guruji's feet. They brought gifts and placed them in front of Guruji. Everyone was blessed. The fortunate ones took the bahul of Guruji's feet and did the Simran of the Satguru. They destroyed the vices of their hearts. Guruji entered the village and had a dharmsala constructed. He made everyone practice Simran, charity, and Ishnan. The path of Sikhi was illuminated in the land. The praise of Guruji spread in the area. The shabads that Guruji uttered, the people wrote them down. They recited the shabads with love and did their work. They had faith in Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji. There was a wise Pandit that lived there. He was well versed in all of the Vidya. He heard of Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji's praises and wanted to meet him. The Pandit had defeated many scholars in debates. He had 2 camels that stayed with him and carried all of his books. They traveled with him wherever he went. He wore the Salgram idol around his neck and wore 12 tilaks on his body. Where the light of the Bedis was sitting, the Pandit came there. He said, "Ram Ram," and sat down. He was egotistical about his knowledge. He saw Guruji wearing a leather cloak and spoke harsh words to him. "Why do you eat meat, being a saint? Why do you wear a leather cloak? This is an unorthodox thing to do." Guruji wore a pasteen. He heard the Pandit's words and said a shabad with love to give the Pandit wisdom. Shri Mukhwak, Salok Mahala Pehla. You read and read loads of books, gathered on cards. You read and study vast multitudes of books. You read and read boatloads of books. You read and fill potholes with them. You read them after year after year. You read them as many months there are. You read them all your life. You read them as many breaths you have. O Nanak, only one thing is of any account. Everything else is useless babbling in ego. Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji, page 467. Listen, Panditji, without the Satguru, the path is not achieved. Without the key, the lock remains locked. It does not happen with many efforts. When the good karma gathers, one meets the Guru. The Guru gives them wisdom and shows them the difference between truth and myth. The person then knows what to keep and what not to keep. The doubt is erased and one is in peace. The imaginations are destroyed in the man. The person does not look towards the body and actions of others. The person only looks inwards and makes it grow. O Pandit, listen to this and think about it, till the mind is stuck in vices and desires. The outward appearance is useless. Till you are not connected to the truth, you will experience the stick of the jums. One is always caught in the cage of desire. The intoxication of lust, anger, and ego control the person by which they cannot see the true self. They are fools. When the good karma comes to fruition, you meet the Satguru by blessings. The Satguru shows you your true form. He frees you from the doubts and karma. The ego is renounced along with all the pain. The person takes in whatever is his destiny allows him. He or she does not desire anything and is always in bliss. The Pandit heard this and bowed. His Dvat wisdom was destroyed. He realized that Guruji was omniscient. He figured out that no one could win the Guru. Guruji said, "Listen, Panditji, go somewhere and take on a Guru." The Pandit said, "Listen, Santji, where shall I go now? Tell me who should be my Guru." Guruji heard this and said, "Go towards the dense jungle. There are 4 saints sitting there. Ask them and they will tell you." The Pandit headed towards the dense jungle. He saw the saints which gave joy. He bowed to them and told them his story. "I had doubt in my mind. The 4 saints were Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, and Indra, who had taken on human form and came for the purpose of Akal Purkh Guru Nanak Dev Ji's darshan. They knew about the Pandit and said, "Your Guru is in front of your home. The Guru lives there day and night. Go and accept your Guru." The Pandit went towards his home and saw a home there where a beautiful woman lived. She wore jewelry of gold and expensive red clothes. She lived alone and danced in her home with joy. The Pandit thought to himself, "She seems to be a very powerful person." The Pandit bowed his head to the woman. The woman took off her shoe and slapped the Pandit in the head. The Pandit could not say anything. He moved back and ran away. He went back to the four saints. The four saints, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, and Indra, clapped and laughed. They said, "Why did you come back so quickly? Did you not take on a guru?" The embarrassed Pandit spoke. There was a crazy woman in the home. She was really bad with a bad personality. She was carefree and egotistical. The saint said, "That is your guru, whom you think of day and night, whom you focus your attention on all the time. Lakshmi Maya is who you wish for. You are never satiated with how much money you get. Your desire grows by the day. Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji is the giver of mukti. Leaving him, you wander for the love of others. Go and beg him for forgiveness. Have unwavering faith in him. Keep your mind focused. The Guru will save you if you take him on as your Guru. You won't come back in the world again." The Pandit had faith and came back to Guru Nanak Dev Ji. He put the dirt from Guruji's feet onto his forehead. He denounced the ego of his education. He became deserving of the Charan Pahul. Shri Guruji had done a drama to destroy the Pandit's bad wisdom. He gave him Bahul and made him his Sikh. A Dharamsala was made where Maya had appeared as the dancing woman. The Pandit was made the preacher in that area. Guruji made him practice Simran, charity and Ishnan. Many came to the path of Sikhi. They did the Simran of the Satguru with great focus. Guruji stayed there for a few more days. The name of the Pandit was Brahmdas. Guruji preached Prema Bhakti there. Guruji took leave from there and went somewhere else. Many people were saved and given mukti. He destroyed their ego. Where the Sindh river flows, there is a mountain 25 kos away. The mountain is 1 ko high. There were green trees at the foot of the mountain. Guruji sat under a tree there. Guruji stayed there casually for some time. Bhai Mardana ji wanted to drink water. He was thirsty and said to Guruji, "O Prabhuji, is there any water here? I am thirsty. You know everything. Please tell me where the water is. If it is not close by, let's go on ahead. Let's sit where there is water." Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji spoke, "You can drink water. It is close by. Go up the mountain. There is a fakir there named Vali Kandhari. He does tapa with love. He wishes to receive bliss in the afterlife. He is born a Turk like you. Go and ask him for water. Till you don't drink water and come back, I will stay under this tree." Hearing Guruji's words, Bhai Mardana ji left to go up the mountain. He climbed the mountain slowly. He arrived at the place of the fakir and saw Vali Kandhari sitting there. He had kept some water blocked atop of the mountain. Bhai Mardana ji bowed to Vali Kandhari and said, "I am thirsty. Please give me the water to drink. I couldn't find water anywhere else. I heard that you had water, and so I came." Vali Kandhari heard this and said, "From which land are you from, O thirsty one? Who are you? Are you alone, or is there someone else with you? Why did you come here?" Bhai Mardana ji spoke, "The Tapa, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, is really great and famous. Everyone in Punjab knows him. He travels where he pleases. Hindus and Turks follow him. One call him the Guru, and the others call him the Peer. He is the Supreme. He has all the powers. Everyone bows to his feet. They all bring great gifts to his feet. I am the Rababi who stays with him. I sing beautiful shabads with him. He is sitting at the foot of the mountain under a tree. Please give me water. This is my story." When Bhai Mardana ji praised Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Vali Kandhari could not tolerate it. It was like the painful tears that give trouble. It was like a depressed person looking at a lit diva. Vali Kandhari said, "The Tapa whom you say is really powerful. Why does he not call water for you? You say he is really powerful. Why does his companion go around asking for water? It is good to give water to a thirsty person, but I won't give you water hearing your words." Bhai Mardana ji heard his command and came back to Guruji. Bhai Mardana ji told Guruji what had happened. He heard your praises and felt pain. It was like a lonely woman getting jealous, seeing the moon. He said, "If you are with the Purushottam, then why are you going around asking for water? Why doesn't he take out water for you? If he is really powerful, then he should give you water." Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji smiled and said, He is egotistical with his tap. He can't tolerate the greatness of others. He is burning in jealousy. You are a Turk, so you should go and ask him for water. Drink it and destroy your thirst. Only the Turks love the Turks. Stay humble and ask him for water. Bhai Mardana ji went back up the mountain by Guruji's command. He came to Vali Kandhari and said, "It was rewarding to give water to a thirsty person. There is no water anywhere else." Vali Kandhari got angry and turned Bhai Mardana ji back. "I won't give you water. You speak of your Guru's powers. Why doesn't he give you water?" Bhai Mardana ji got angry and returned. Bhai Mardana ji said to Guruji, "He won't give me water." The omniscient one knew what had happened. Guruji had a stick in his hand, which he banged into the roots of the mountain. Pure and cold water came out of the root of the mountain. A great flow came spouting out. The water that Vali Kandhari had blocked drained down the mountain. He saw the miracle and focused with the power of his tap to see what had happened. By his power, he pushed a big heavy boulder from the top of the mountain towards Shri Guruji. The boulder rolled down the mountain really fast, uprooting trees along its path. It smashed other small rocks. It was to stop the water flow. It sounded like the Vajra of Indra. It was power striking power. The boulder was coming to stop the water. Shri Guruji lifted his hand and spread out his fingers. He remained sitting down casually. The boulder came towards Guruji and was stopped in its tracks, being held up by the hand of Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji. It stayed there. The water flow did not stop. The fakir was shocked. He used his powers to push the boulder further. He used all the strength of his tap. Guruji's hand pressed into the boulder like Indra's Vajr going into a mountain. Vali Kandhari figured out that there was nothing more he could do. He saw his power as less than Guruji's. He couldn't stop his water from draining. That place is still famous as Sri Panja Sahib in Hassan Abdal, Pakistan. The imprint of Guruji's hand can be seen in the boulder. Many tried to erase the imprint with many efforts, but they all lost. The sign can still be seen. The water continues to flow down the mountain in the same way today. The water is pure and flows heavily. The Peer saw himself as weaker and came down the mountain to see Guruji. He grabbed the feet of Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji. He said, "O Prabhu, forgive me for my mistake. I did not know of your greatness. Assist me in my afterlife. Give me your wisdom." He made many requests to Guruji. He had faith in his heart. Shri Guruji gave him wisdom. "You were suffering the pain of jealousy, which has never given anyone anything. Renounce the jealousy and be happy. Remember the Khuda all the time with every breath. Make your human life a success." Guruji spoke wisdom and Vali Kandhari accepted it. He bowed to Guruji a second time. He made Guruji his Peer. He received mukti for that. The Peer remained in that place. Guruji left from that place. The place of Vali Kandhari is still there. The water still flows in the same way. Where the city of Kabul is beautifully situated, the Guru went there as the fire to destroy the jungles of pain. Guruji saw a nice Maseet there, where the Turks gathered and sat. Guruji set up a dera in the Maseet. The mullah of the Maseet came to Guruji and said, "Who are you and where did you come from? You look like a Hindu. This place is a great place for Turks. Don't stay here. Leave from here." Guruji said, "We've been traveling and now we're tired. We will only stay one night here and leave in the morning." The mullah said, "You can't stay here. We don't let the Hindus stay here. Go and spend the night somewhere else. Listen to me and leave from here. If other Turks come, they will get angry. They will grab you by the arm and take you out. What work is there for a Hindu in the Maseet? Get up and go. That would be best for you. If you don't listen to me, I will grab you by the arm and kick you out." Guruji heard this and smiled. He spoke to the mullah, "If you have the strength, then keep your Maseet in this place. If it doesn't stay, then you are a liar. You speak like an empty pot." The mullah said, "Staying still? Where will it go? Are you trying to scare me? Looks like you want to see my words become reality." He got angry and got up. Guruji went on top of the Maseet and rode the Maseet like a horse. The mullah got really scared. Everyone saw this and were amazed. The Maseet ran around, which everyone saw. The Maseet was taken around Kabul like a horse. The Qazi of the Maseet came running. He wondered if it was a Peer, Awliya or Khuda himself. Everyone folded their hands and grabbed Guruji's feet. They all became humble and had faith in Guruji as they saw him as omnipotent. They said, "Please stop the Maseet. For the sake of Khuda, please give us your darshan." Guruji stopped moving the Maseet. The people of the city came quickly. They brought gifts and bowed to Guruji. They said, "Tan, Tan." They asked Guruji what his name was. Guruji said, "My name is Augur the Avdut." Guruji had them all practice Simran, charity and Ishnan. The left foot of Guruji, the Turks worshipped it and bowed to it. The right foot of Guruji, the Hindus worshipped with love. Everyone was given the wisdom. Do the Simran of the Naam. The bonds of the world will be broken. In the end, the Naam will assist you. The sins that you have done, the Naam will wash them away. Do the Seva of saints with love and devotion. Listen to their words, which will give you joy. Earn their wisdom in your heart. You will be happy in both worlds. Guruji stayed there for some days and gave the wisdom of doing the Simran of the Naam. Guruji took leave and came to a new place. I, Kavi Santokh Singh, ask for a gift. Give me the gift of Satnam, which will destroy my pain. That is the end of the chapter. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.